All right, working on Sentinel. I started work today on the rear paw. That would be the paw on the right hand side. And this is super low relief, and a lot of my carvings have that as well as the deep. But this particular one is probably pretty close to the end of the wood. Probably, I don't know, maybe an eighth of an inch left, possibly. And so I got to be very careful with what I do here. This piece was flat like this here to start all the way across. I had to determine where this was going to sit at its highest point and its lowest point. Then I had to get the ground in here to match up with the bottom of that paw, the skin and the nails. The nails can go to a point where they don't actually touch the wood, meaning the ground, but the actual flesh of the appendages have to touch. So I had to bring that in. So when I cut back the rest of the wood in other areas, such as the outcropping here and up here as well, those will just not touch at all around this area. They'll be cut from around here and back. So basically, I determined the height of the highest part of the hand here and the lowest part, and came up with a basic size of it, measured it to where it is directly under the chin here, and how close it is to the far side of the wood. I measured the last appendage, which is actually around here somewhere, to the side of the neck, and that gave me the basic positioning of where this is. I then had to cut an angle at it to get it to go in that direction, and then round each appendage and maintain the cut between each appendage. Then I had to cut out the talons, the claws, I guess, talons, whatever they are, and then get them also to push in that direction. So that took a good, I don't know, 4 hours or so. But, you know, I don't really carve for speed. I'm not a speed carver. For the most part, it really was just working along, getting it right, taking off a little here, a little there. And a lot of people ask me how I determine the angle. Well, in this case, the angle really was, it was completely flat. And I just put a basic angle on it. From where it was to around down here somewhere. And then I take little pieces. You can see little tiny cuts right here. And I just take little pieces off and see if they match what is in my head. And then I just keep going, little tiny pieces. Instead of trying to take off a big swath of area, it's better to just go ahead and take off little pieces and see. Like I made a cut here and I went, I like that angle, so I'll keep that. And I'll try to duplicate it over here. And then I duplicated it over here and it wasn't quite enough because there was more here than there is here. So, you just take off little tiny bits at certain angles over time. And then you just, you keep with the ones that you think fit your idea in your head. So I'll have to end up finishing off this entire arm. Basically that's all there's going to be for that arm, but I'll finish off the arm as I get closer to building a bag at some point here. So the right paw of Sentinel, that's basically put in place.